Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to Lion Voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
What do you have to tell the people about Rastafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering lion of the tribe of Judah. And left himself. Where's my ruler? Hey yo! Yeah. Hail them high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them come without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill. The lion will come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight to Ethiopia.
Which leads us to point 3. Keep it spicy. You know, sometimes the pillow talk, we drop asleep, comforted by the warm conversation. But sometimes the pillow talk get spicy, and you need that in a long-term relationship. If you eat food and the food is bland, you get tired of the food after a time because the same bland food, there's no excitement. You want a little scotch on it, some little cayenne pepper, you want a little flavor in the food, some spice. Same thing with life, same thing with long-term relationship. Keep it spicy. Word sound, you know what I mean? You have to keep it sharp. You know, some of us come from these gallus background and we had this gift to talk to females and we use it the wrong way. But guess what? When you get married, it's not that you dash away that gift. You are now applying that gift to your queen because love don't have no limit, you know. The way I put lyrics on my queen, that means every day is more and more affirmation, more, connection. You know, that's all part of the communication. Non-verbal communication is part of it too. The touch, the love languages, know all of the love languages, learn what your partner love languages and how to communicate. This is a concept that have a lot of utility, and if you don't know about the love languages, know about the love language, research and find out there are 5 of them. And people receive love in different ways, so learn what your partner love language is. If it's physical touch, if it's words of affirmation, if it's gifts, if it's acts of service, you know what I mean, whatever love languages, learn it and utilize that, apply that to the communication. Also making sure that when there's a disagreement, that there are boundaries that are set. I've never raised my voice in dealing with my queen, and that's very important. And I have to big up my father for that example. I've never seen my father raise his voice at my mother. And my parents are still together, celebrated over 50 years of marriage, I've never seen that in my life, and I carry that tradition from my man father. My wife can never say she ever hear I man raise my voice. And no matter how animated the sister in them get, hold your masculine frame. And as a man, we don't go back and forth with sister. Arguments happening, let them vent. Because sometimes they just want vent, They just need to get it out. Let them get it out. And then now, give it time. We are here for solution. Make your work speak. You know what I mean? When those times are tense, you know what I man do? We deal with work. We do what have to be done. But that can't stop. So Hold your masculine frame is very important as brethren, because sometimes we get emotional. A lot of young brethren were raised with their mother. They never had a man in the house, so they feel like they're supposed to match energy with their woman. No, you are the rock. Women like that stoic energy. That don't mean say you don't have no feeling and you bottle up everything and then you burst one day and box her in her face. No, I never tell you that. I'm saying find other ways to outlet, whether that's exercise, working out, whether that's taking up jiu-jitsu or martial arts. As a man, you find a way to deal with your stress and your tension in a productive way, a physical way, typically, where you can channel that emotion and that healing. We don't go back and forth. So never argue back and forth, never raise your voice as a man, particularly a Rastafari man. You think Haile Selassie raised his voice at Empress Menen? Where's no evidence of that. So we don't have that example. So we want to make sure, again, the communication is balanced. Always tell the truth to your queen. We have to establish that trust. Your word sound is power. Try to live by your word. None of us are perfect, but we have to try. The more you live by your word is the more that your queen is going to respect and admire. Because you want your queen not just to respect, but to admire and to value and to desire the heights. So all of that, the spiciness, which is the spice of life, make sure you train as a brethren so you can get athletic in the bedroom where required. Make sure that you can perform by drinking things like the sea moss. Don't be a soda man. The grabber, all of these things, anything that going to restrict your circulation is going to be bad for the spiciness. So make sure you're healthy so that when it come time for the spice, you can bubble as an ital chef. The idea understand the language. Alright, right, that's how we keep it.
She's like the flowers in my garden, and her heart has never hardened, and she give me loving in the morning. Babylon, you a go fall without no warning. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but those two girls, we both could help each other. And then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but no struggle, so we both could help each other. Started in the village, now we in the city. Journey where we have together, everybody see. Spent a little time out in captivity. Babylon, their plan was to destroy the family. Still I want you to bring a child for me. Maybe in the spring when birds are sing lovely, maybe we could plan to have a summer baby. I can be the man that you depend on. Put the pen to the paper, made a love song. Babylon, they separated us for so long, and the reason that they hated us was so wrong. Still the most High, he created us, we so strong. Then same Kushite and the Dogon. Love your melanin, no follow for them program. Black woman, me not go pass on you for no one. No one, that's my slogan. Black woman, I said I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but no struggle, so we both could help each other. Then I wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could have be my children's mother, but no struggle, so we both could help each other. She's like the oxygen in my flame, loving where we have nobody can contain. Love so powerful, survive shackle and chain. Love it cross the ocean way before planes. Love survive them torture, rape and dear pain. When one escape, then the other get blame. That's why I never put no one above you. That's why I'm not ashamed to say I love you. That's why them dirty Babylon, they judge you. Feel the power when I kiss and when I hug you. Hold you for hours when I think about how they grudge you. I'm a lion, so I'm never gonna bug you. No, I I just wanna be your lover, and I don't want any other. You alone, I could be my children's mother.